This company is the Tesla of clean air. When I heard about it, I didn't believe it, so I had to go and check it out. When we talk about air pollution, we usually think of Delhi hitting 1000 AQI and people wearing masks outdoors. But here's something wild. There are places in India with AQI readings above 100,000. I'm talking about factories where many of the materials for our everyday products like steel, cement, spices, fertilizers, colors, pharmaceuticals, etc. are made. While news headlines focus on urban pollution, what's happening inside these factories is way more extreme. Some industrial environments have particulate levels 20,000 times what the WHO considers safe, and more than 100 million people work in these environments every day. And these aren't just random facilities, they're major production centers making things we use every day. I recently visited a company called Pran where they made me experience this high pollution. They've built a test chamber that simulates factory conditions, and when they cranked it up to 10,000 AQI, the air turned into a thick cloud I could barely see through. But here's the cool part. When they switched on their air purification system, the MK2, the readings dropped below 100 in minutes and the cloud completely disappeared, and all the material was then captured in their device in its raw form. This extreme pollution creates real problems. Workers showed 26% higher absenteeism, valuable raw materials literally float away as dust. In pharmaceutical factories, that's ingredients worth lakhs per kilogram. And machinery lifespan drops by up to 40%. So how is Pran tackling this massive challenge? They've developed a revolutionary filtration system specifically designed for these ultra-high pollution environments. Unlike traditional industrial filters that clog quickly and require constant replacement, Pran's technology is filterless. That is, it has no filters, and it can handle particulate levels all the way to 100,000 micrograms per cubic meter without stopping production. The coolest part, the system doesn't just capture the particles, it can actually recover valuable materials that would otherwise be lost. In one pigment factory, they're now reclaiming expensive powders worth lakhs every day, which otherwise disappear into the air. But one of the biggest challenges in implementing these is that each factory is unique. Their materials are unique, and so are their pollution dynamics. To solve this, Pran has created its own computer vision system that creates a digital twin of the factory and auto-solves the air pollution using AI models they've developed themselves. So what would take a team of engineers 1 to 6 months to get done, Pran's AI does in 24 hours. And to make sure these solutions reach everywhere, Pran has miniaturized their filterless technology so that these MK2 air purification systems are plug and play. One day the factories struggle with dust problems and the next day they don't. And not just that, each MK2 system creates a real-time environmental and efficiency map for the shop floor, helping companies actually track their environmental conditions as well as material recovery. What's exciting is that some of the largest global companies are already working with Pran to implement these across their factories in India. This isn't just about cleaner air or protecting workers, it's about building factories of global standards right here in India by recovering resources, measuring environmental parameters, and making the manufacturing process more efficient. I can't wait to see technologies like these elevate the standards at which manufacturing facilities operate forever.